Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can
Ashley
speak the
family,
words
thank
on
you for
your
coming tonight. We want you to enjoy yourselves, but please remember to stay in your cars and practice social distancing when you do need to be out of your cars to ensure the safety of others as much as possible. Thank you.
I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the line. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain. can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. And sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the
Will we think about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us around? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together.
evening, Ashley families. We will be beginning in 5 minutes at 7 o'clock. If you could please make your way back to your vehicles, we would appreciate it. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, graduates, parents, families, and Ashley High School faculty and staff. I would like to welcome you to the 2020 Eugene Ashley High School graduation ceremony. I would also like to thank Cape Fear Community College for providing this venue for our use. As we join to celebrate our graduates, please help us keep our students, all of those in attendance, our community, and all the people we'll come in contact with after we leave here safe by following the guidelines established by the CDC, the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, our governor, and the State Board of Education and North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. Our graduates will be directed by our staff to come to the stage, maintaining the recommended social distancing. We ask that all others remain in their vehicles. We understand how different this ceremony is from any other in the past. Those participating are wearing masks, and some are wearing gloves as we follow the established recommendations and guidelines to help us maintain a safe and healthy environment. When your graduate's name is called, we understand your joy. However, we ask that everyone provide the opportunity for each graduate's name to be heard. Once again, welcome and congratulations to you all. Please help us make this a safe, positive, and memorable time for our graduates. Thank you. At this time, please join the Eugene Ashley High School JROTC Color Guard for presentation of the colors and the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please help me welcome to the podium Logan Teeter, Senior Class President.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Logan Teeter, President of the 2020 Senior Class. I'd like to thank you all for attending the commencement ceremony of Eugene Ashley High School's 2020 graduating class. Despite all of the large obstacles that have recently been thrown in our paths, we've officially made it. Now, before we begin, contrary to what you, the class of 2020, myself included, believes, we did not make it here alone. And I'd like to take a second to acknowledge those who've had tremendous impacts on our education. First and foremost, I would like to recognize our superintendent, Dr. Dell Burns. I would also like to recognize our principal, Mr. McCarty, as well as our assistant principals, Mrs. Cornegie, Mr. Lewis, Mrs. Morrissey, and Mrs. Barber. Now, if I did not mention your name, I apologize. However, there are 3 groups of people that I have not mentioned so far, and they're the real reason that we're sitting here today as the men and women that we have developed into. I'd like to recognize the parents of the class of 2020 and all the efforts that they put into raising us, my peers, and of course the incredible staff of Ashley High School. Now, if you don't mind, before we get too deep into this, I'd like to ask that you all raise both your arms in the air. All right, go ahead, you can put them down. Maybe throw them back up one more time, wave them around. All right, now that that's over, if anyone asks you, you can at least tell them that my speech has moved you. I know none of you dreamed that this is what your graduation would look like. I mean, here I am giving a speech to you all, sitting in a parked car in a parking lot downtown with your families. It is rather unfortunate that we are forced to meet under these restrictions and circumstances, but we can all agree on this one thing, and that is our class is very resilient. We were born into a country still grieving over the attacks on 9/11. We've made it through hurricanes, school dances, Ebola, and the tireless effort to become TikTok famous. Well, okay, some of us are still working on that one. However, with this being said, I know that we will overcome this virus and come out on top. We were made for this. After all, our class, despite all of these things in the virus, have earned a whopping $5.5 million in scholarship money while sending 85% of our students to college in the fall. I would also like to point out the 9 students that we have that are currently joining a branch of the military, and I would like to thank them for their service and sacrifice for our country. Now, many of you began taking full advantage of the situations that have been handed to us from the start, and the proof lies in the undeniable fact that we are the tannest class to graduate from high school. That's right. I saw all your Instagram stories and your posts of you guys self-tanning in the backyard just waiting for the beaches to open. But I can't blame you. What would the average person do with months of free time? Now, instead of dwelling on those quote-unquote most missed moments from the last few months of our senior year, I ask that you consider the profound statement made by the great philosopher and songwriter Miley Cyrus, better known as Hannah Montana. So it goes, ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's going on the other, or what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Too often, we get caught up in the ideas of our futures and we rush towards the end goal, and we do it so quickly that we forget to slow down and appreciate what we have in the moments that we're experiencing until it's stripped away from us. As most of us sat at home cursing this virus for all that it took from us and the crazy reality check that this year has become, we were growing, quickly learning that we don't get everything that we want or that we think that we should get, or even as quickly as we think we should get them. And though in this case we were forced to slow down, we learned to appreciate the things that we have in the moments that we have them. So class of 2020, I encourage you, hold on to this idea of slowing down and appreciating what you have in the moment before it is taken away from you. And don't give up on the rest of this year just because it's been hard or because it's been uncomfortable. Use it to grow and never forget it's the climb. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, please welcome Lieutenant Colonel Robert Reeder to the podium to introduce the Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to you 2020 graduates. The Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship Award was created in honor of Sergeant First Class Eugene Ashley, Jr., a Wilmington native, career U.S. Army soldier, and recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. Sergeant Ashley was an intelligence specialist and one of the nation's first African Americans to earn the coveted Green Beret worn by the U.S. Army Special Forces. On the 6th of February 1968, Sergeant Ashley was deployed to Vietnam as a Special Forces advisor. It was his fourth combat deployment to Vietnam. When the news came that 24 of his fellow Green Berets were trapped in an ambush nearby, Sergeant Ashley quickly organized a rescue force and began a series of desperate attacks on the enemy formation that was surrounding his friends. During the attack, he was shot and killed, but not before his actions distracted the enemy long enough for 14 of his comrades to escape with their lives. The Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship is designed to reward both a female and male graduating student who exemplifies Sergeant Ashley's legacy and the school's mission: achieve, honor, and serve. Principal McCarty will now introduce the 2020 Eugene Ashley Memorial Award recipients.
This student's achievements are illuminated through her dedication to academics. She is consistent in her commitment to finishing all tasks before her, never accepting anything less than the best of herself. This is a model of achievement. She displays the quality of honor through her intrinsic motivation, choosing to work diligently in order to gain knowledge even when there is no grade attached, expressing her desire to learn the material for the betterment of herself. She has the maturity and thirst for knowledge that pushes her to learn for her own betterment, not just a grade. She is an example of doing the right and the honorable thing. Her commitment to service is an area that truly sets her apart. This is exemplified through her service to her own peers at Ashley High School. Joining the Honor Service Learning class, she rose to every challenge which she encountered. Not only did she rise to the challenges again and again, but did so with a smile on her face each and every time. She chooses to serve others with a willingness to help anyone and everyone in need. She serves with a confidence that is contagious along with a strong desire to learn and become a better at the task at hand. Her dedication to serving her peers has left a lasting positive impact and set the bar high for those who will follow her. Congratulations to the 2020 female recipient of the Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship, Alyssa Nicole Russell. Achievement is the first area in which this student has excelled throughout his time at Ashley High School. His achievements can be seen in the area of academics, where he has exhibited success in taking all honors classes. His achievement is not confined to the classroom and is displayed in his natural ability to bring joy to his peers and teachers while motivating peers to achieve their best. His honor shines through his work ethic. When graduation project became an optional project instead of a required project, this student made the challenging choice to finish his volunteer-based project. He did not complete this project because he needed the credit. Instead, he persevered and finished the project to honor the commitment he had made to those for whom he was volunteering. He recognized that when you make a commitment, you see that commitment through to the end. Service is where he has had the greatest impact. While participating in student government and the arts department, he exemplified what it means to serve others. He found his role as the quintessential volunteer. He willingly fulfilled any role needed, from an usher to a director to a runner to the ultimate organizer. No matter the role, he was there to selflessly serve. He does not serve in order to receive accolades or anything in return, but because he genuinely desires to make Ashley High School the best it can be. He has given to Ashley High School far more than he has taken, and that, after all, is the true legacy of Sergeant Eugene Ashley. Congratulations to the 2020 male recipient of the Eugene Ashley Memorial Scholarship, Jake Preston Heath. At this time, I would like to recognize our students for academic excellence. If you notice, there is an insert in your program tonight that describes academic honors and how they are bestowed as a recognition for outstanding academic achievement throughout a student's academic career. Honors are based on a student's weighted cumulative grade point average. This year we have awarded students an academic honor cord, and their names are noted on that program insert. It is also my honor to recognize the Ashley High School academic top 10 in alphabetical order. Leah Nicole Ager, Lauren Nicole Shandarna, Emily Garcia Perez, Elizabeth Lorraine Hancock, Megan Marie Humphrey, Hannah Marie Long, Margaret Sydney McGuire, Vito Michael Simone, John Wheeler Skelton, Bailey Renee Young. It is also important, when we talk about academic honors, to recognize two of our graduating seniors that have earned an associate's degree in science while in high school from Cape Fear Community College. Those two graduates' names are Tristan Freeman and Emily Garcia Perez. And finally, congratulations to Kelsey McCrary for being awarded the New Hanover County Board Scholarship for Future Educators. At this time, I will recognize the salutatorian. There are many adjectives to describe the class of 2020 salutatorian: generous, down to earth, kind, polite, dependable, silly, authentic, and insightful are just a few. He brings a contagious joy of learning into the classroom, making his fellow students truly want to learn and become more engaged in their own learning. He perseveres through all tasks while encouraging his peers to do the same. This perseverance is evident no matter whether he is learning in a classroom in this time of distance learning. To put it simply, he is a model student. His leadership goes beyond the classroom as well. This is apparent through his service and contributions as president of the student government, president of the Key Club, co-president of the Earth Environmental Club. He is an Eagle Scout, captain of the swim team, and a member of both the cross-country team and the track team, just to name a few of his accomplishments. He is described by teachers and coaches as a perfect mix of silliness and competitiveness, and he will make you laugh while simultaneously guiding you to victory. He has the distinctive ability to make everyone feel that they are an important and valued member of the group or team. These remarkable qualities will certainly carry him far in life. One teacher gave him perhaps the greatest compliment a person can hope for when she described him as the kind of student that I hope my own children will grow up to be. With that highest compliment, please join me in honoring the salutatorian for the class of 2020, John Wheeler Skelton. And now for the valedictorian. Intelligent and scholarly are words often used to describe a valedictorian of a graduating class. Those adjectives certainly describe the valedictorian for the class of 2020 as well. However, not as often will you find the adjectives that also describe this valedictorian, like humble, generous, sincere, open-minded, and humorous. While her academic accomplishments are the highest and the most impressive caliber, she couples those academic accomplishments with a humility and generosity of spirit that far exceeds her age. Her work ethic and level of intrinsic motivation is above reproach. She is intellectually curious, has impeccable time management skills, and loves a challenge. It is a rare student who enjoys critical conversations and is both open to receiving and giving honest and beneficial feedback. In the classroom, she is a gifted leader and invaluable resource to her teachers and peers alike. She has a natural and gentle way of meaningfully analyzing other students' work and consistently giving them constructive criticism that is both helpful and useful. What makes this further unique is that she has the personality, sincerity, sense of humor, and maturity to facilitate these exchanges with mutual respect. One of her teachers declared, "I have never met a student with her level of respect and love of writing, learning, inquiry, and growth." It is this love and respect not just for the acquisition of knowledge, but for other people as well, that will certainly propel this valedictorian immeasurably in all of her endeavors in the future. Please join me in honoring the valedictorian of the class of 2020, Sydney McGuire.
I am so grateful to be here with all of you. And I'm going to take a second to say that another time, because when I started writing this speech, I didn't know if we'd actually be here together. So again, I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. At the beginning of the year, back in the fall, when I found out that there was a chance that I'd be up here today, I brainstormed speech ideas, and I loved the idea of 2020 vision for the class of 2020. I'd focus on clarity and direction, but those aren't things that quite fit now, right? Clarity is not a gift that we've been given. To be here together is a gift, and to be here healthy is a gift, but clarity is not one of our gifts. I'd like to thank all of those that advocated for and executed this gift of being together today. And now, I'll acknowledge the amazing accomplishment that we have all achieved today. Graduating high school is something that each and every one of us should be so immensely proud of. So congratulations. It's also very important to me that I acknowledge that I'm up here as valedictorian today, not because I worked the hardest, but simply because the game of high school GPA was made for students like me. I knew what classes to take, and I had the opportunity, the gift, the privilege to focus chiefly on school. I worked hard for sure, but if hard work was the only thing that determined a valedictorian, I would definitely not be the one that's up here today. I've spent years watching my classmates balancing school and so many other demands of life that I didn't ever have to think about. The perseverance of my classmates who went straight to work from school every day, the perseverance of my classmates who were employees, caretakers, athletes, or held other obligations, the perseverance of the ones whose hardest part of the day wasn't school should far outshine the grades that I received. So thank you, and congratulations to all of my hardworking classmates. And an extra special thank you to all of my classmates who are essential workers. You guys have shown me what true dedication looks like. You inspire me. And I see the skills that you've developed will take you so far in life. Congratulations. In this time of transition, I think it's useful for all of us to reflect on the skills that we've developed. We've developed many skills in high school, like writing essays and learning how to write essays the night before they're due, formatting lab reports and figuring out which of your classmates were paying attention so they can help you format those lab reports, figuring out the tricks to be the front of the line in the cafeteria. And we did these all while learning true and meaningful skills for connection and success. And now we're learning how to move on from this chapter in our lives. Now, these are all useful skills and tools, but by graduating in such odd times, we're developing tools that not every graduating class can necessarily claim as part of their high school toolbox. We learned how to be productive in a way that was completely self-motivated. At home, with what's safe to say a couple other things going on in the world. We learned that sometimes a productive day is just taking a shower, cleaning your room, and watching a movie, so that maybe tomorrow you'll be motivated to log on to Google Classroom and do an assignment or two. More recently, we've learned how to be aware and advocates for social and racial justice. We've been protesting, donating, signing petitions, educating others, educating ourselves. We're learning how to claim our community and create change. And I look forward to continue to see my classmates and myself change the world as we know it. We've learned how to develop and maintain true and meaningful connections, and we've done that all in a world that's 6 feet away. Now, I know that our senior year did not play out as we expected, but going through this uniquely challenging experience together, the class of 2020 will be a group of people that share a very special bond forever. And honestly, I don't really know how to end this, but perfect endings really aren't our thing. Thank you.
All right, seniors. It is impossible for me to treat this speech like a normal graduation speech, because this is not a normal graduation, and you are not leaving us to go live in a normal world. In a matter of weeks, everything that you considered normal has changed. You are leaving us to step into a world that may feel uncertain. The world has experienced great changes in the last 3 months, and I expect that it will continue to do so. You have experienced an unprecedented series of events which will have lasting impacts on all aspects of our lives, including politics, the job market, race relations, and even the field of education. In these times of uncertainty and rapid change, it is easy to complain about what is going on around us. In fact, it is human to do so, and there is a time and a place to express these frustrations. But now, tonight, is not that time. Do not dwell on what you have lost during your senior year. As you graduate, look at the situation in a different way. While the pandemic caused the loss of your senior year, your prom, and a graduation in Trask Coliseum, it has also created a renewed sense of community, where neighbors help neighbors through hard times, where people selflessly expose themselves to COVID-19 to help the sick in our community, where families get to reconnect over a dinner table. Seniors, I know that your time at Eugene Ashley has prepared you well for what is to come next. Your class, more than any other that I have worked with, has persevered through disappointments and obstacles in order to get where you are today. Many of you and your families have suffered greatly during this pandemic, and all of you have been affected by it. And each of you has pushed through these obstacles that have been put in your way. It is clear, based on what I have witnessed from this class, especially this year, that each of you has the potential to have a dramatic, positive impact on all that you attempt. I am excited to know that you students sitting here today are our future, are my future. You have the character, the capacity, the drive, and the ability to keep making this world a better place. And I, for one, cannot wait to see the work that you do. You as a group have exemplified the legacy of Sergeant Eugene Ashley and have demonstrated commitment to the mission and goals of the high school which honors his name. Our goal and our mission at Eugene Ashley is to instill in all students a drive for excellence through achievement, honor, and service. This senior class as a whole has demonstrated commitment to volunteerism and community service, and I cannot help but feel proud of what you have accomplished. So how will you define your senior year? When you are my age, telling students to your children, will you define your senior class as the class who lost so much? Or are you the class who persevered through all the challenges that life threw at you? In the words of one of our graduating seniors, we are the class that won senior skip day for life. So with this in mind, take the time to dream big, as dreams help you do great things, large and small. Continue to learn, be curious, be open to others whose interests differ from your own, read and learn something new every day. Take responsibility for your successes and your failures. Be resilient, learn from your mistakes, and celebrate your accomplishments. As you sit together as a class for the very last time, I encourage you to focus on what you have learned and accomplished in and out of school. Use this knowledge and experience to your advantage. And finally, I will leave you with one more message from the entire faculty and staff of Ashley High School.
Dear class of 2020, your hallways may be empty, your seats vacated, seasons cut short, and the stands are empty. But this is an unprecedented time for all of us. Even if you feel like you're being left behind, we wanted you to know we are not going to forget your smiles, your tears, or your triumphs. So while we could never pretend to understand exactly what it is like to be in your position, being afforded even less time to enjoy what was left of your senior year, we'd be remiss if we didn't remind you that we have not forgotten you. We won't ever forget the smiles, laughter, and joy you brought to our lives. And so we will always keep our lights on for you. Sincerely, your school administration, teachers, counselors, and all the staff of Ashley High School.
Thank you. Congratulations, seniors. And now, before we bring you to the stage, let me give you a few directions. Please help us bring you to the stage by observing the following rules. We will dismiss from the front. There are 2 staff members that will tell you when to get out of the car. They have green signs. They're right up front near the camera. Wait in your car until you are dismissed, please. Return to your car promptly when you receive your diploma. While you are at the stage, you will be given instructions on what to do here. And now it's time. Eugene Ashley High School graduates of 2020, parents and guests, it is an honor as the principal of Eugene Ashley High School to attest to the fact that the Eugene Ashley High School class of 2020 has met all the requirements set forth by the state of North Carolina and the New Hanover County Board of Education, and therefore they are eligible to receive their diplomas. Furthermore, I accept and certify that the 2020 graduating class of Eugene Ashley High School as high school graduates by the authority granted to me by the New Hanover County Board of Education. Staff members assisting with the procession, please prepare the class of 2020 to receive their diplomas.
Margaret Sydney McGuire. Logan Charles Teeter. Carly Jeanette Robinson. Kensley Michelle Long. Cody Mackenzie Walsh. Austin Timothy Stranger. Tanabarn James Singsawangatana. Carly Elizabeth Watkins. Tanabat Dale Singsawangatana. Jaden Michaela Warax. Rowan Loudon. Caroline Marie Smith. Chloe Bryn Smith. Austin Lee Maddox. Emily Grace Thompson. Hannah Olivia Nicholson. Oh. Gavin Walker Puryear. Carissa Dawn Westcott. Joseph Elliott Tugwell. Elizabeth Lee Dan Yates. Lorelei Rose Sykes. Mia Caroline Schaffner. Kevon Oates. Hunter Zendarski. Mia Adriana Marchese and Breyer. Madeline Marie Pogue. Mackenzie Elizabeth Oliver. Jonah Marshall Martinez. Kaylin Ann Stokes. Axel Nolaska Matu. Isis Jacinia Sykes. Jasmine Esmeralda Sykes. Quincy Malik Robinson. Evanson Danny Ross. Riley Lawrence Miller. David Razzo. Hannah Mae Such. Rachel Elizabeth Rosalia. Bailey Renee Young. Ahmad Mohammed Salame. Alyssa Nicole Russell. Leslie Reagan Russell. Kelsey Jane McCrary. Akira Marie Pigford. Kylie Lynn Zimmerman. Tiffany Gale Lunsford. Rosa Saliano Cabrera. Daphne Carolina Rodesno Velasquez. Chance Aiden Lookingbill. Nicholas David Russo. Jackson Orion Powell. Adam Jacob Young. Bailey Christine Weedman. Braden Christian Weidman. Riley Ann Williamson. Brisa Rivera Escudero. Todd David Stiles Jr. Bryce Joseph Stockless. Mary Catherine Rumbold. Joshua Paul Ward. Angelina Marie Maxwell. Emily Nicole Vitale. Joshua McDowell Wright. Patrick Sarsfield Melvin Jr. Long. Matthew Frank Snorkowski. Jack Stewart Moore. Harrison Yarrow Smith Martin. Angelica Valois Avalos. Madeline James Smith. Students, when you receive your diploma, please return to your car. Thank you. Mackenzie Adair Steiner. Campbell Grace Wynn. Cayman Silver McDonald. Gianna Rose Trombetta. Sarah Catherine Almer. Kirsten Delania Neely Campbell. Zachary Harris Parsons. Ashley Michelle Mayo. Joseph Robert Torrey. Kai Alexander Oakley. Autumn Louise Roundtree. Christian Max Villafuerte. Hannah Marie Long. Francisco Diego LaFontaine. Christina Glenn Mays. Vito Michael Simone. John Wheeler Skelton. Chloe Bella Torres. Mariah Chloe Nance. Destiny Taina Lewis. Ezra Bartolome Martinez. Shadeja Deandra Reed. Jessica Kadeja Simpson. Tyreek Darion Simpson. Emily Caitlin Phillips. Selena Madison Lynn. Zachary James Silver. Michael Keith Stewart II. Zachary Lee Trowbridge. Leah Catherine Wallen. Aaron Zhang. Students, again, once you've received your diploma, please return to your vehicles. George Morales Velasquez. Faith Nicole Tillman. Zachary Ryan Regina. Angel Panay Moore. Maddie Elise Phillips. Faith Marie Stevens. Hannah Lynn Owens. Madison Holmes Moran. Devin Garrett Reese. Madison Jane Snyder. Kaden Nicole Usselton. John Alexander North. Benjamin David Siebold. Leland Alexander Williams. Joshua Michael Vernon. Ty Jacob Reno. Nicholas Frank Rossetti. Macy Jane Lenz. Benjamin Connor Stout. Justin Michael Pierce. Noelle Elizabeth Smith. Nicholas Scott Schwenker. Nicholas Kai Strickland. Mackenzie Alyssa Terry. Shania Alexis Tolson. Diamond Shakia Logan. Jaden Craig Zammit. Jacob Tyler Norden. Wyatt Brian Stam. Liza Blaine Lavengood. Kier Anjanae Stewart. Caitlin Marie Van Hoos. Eric Braden Valenzuela. Nadia Brooke Norton. Vanessa Ann Nicolazo. Ethan Cole Rivenbark. Vineyard. Isabella Lee Vineyard. Adam Matthew Paul. Hayden Sorley Smith. Amanda Lynn Nance. Xavier Dallas Schultz. Tristan Mark Ledford. Wilmer Alexis Tejeda. Demetrius Matthew Weekly. Kimberly Karin Westermark. Madison Ann Tripp. Katea Janae Small. Mia Annalise Semadre. Cameron Jacob Waters. Lucas Allen Pimenta. Walter Frederick Noyes III. Alex Jeff Gregory McFadden. Gavin Cole Sexton. Carolina Irene Norris. Gloria Brooke Trujillo. Elizabeth Warren Small. Judith Venegas Munez. Alex Perry Natalikio. Marjorie Juliana Lacayo Martinez. Jacob Edward Lampkin. If there are any students that have not already been called up to get in line, please come up now. Sarah Mackenzie Schiffer. Micaiah Tia Walters. Jacob Andrew Stewart. Sanders. Emma Bronwyn Massey. Jalen, I have your yearbook in the trailer. Okay. Say your middle name. Jalen Alexander McClammy.
All right, congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you for coming tonight. Good luck in all that you do. Please, if you would, follow law enforcement's directions for exiting the parking lot. If you do, they will get you out very quickly. Thank you and have a great night.